Friends, subscribe to my channel Political Doctor and press the bell icon to get instant notifications anytime, anywhere.
So friends, as you know, elections are on, and so is the mad frenzy in the state of Gujarat. Yes, you got it right. Elections in Gujarat, and the bells of that has already rung, and the election season has started. Welcome to Political Doctor, and this is your host, your friend Rahul Pandit, and today we are doing the news analysis of the Gujarat election 2017. Friends, as you know, Gujarat elections is always a matter of pride for any Indian as for any Gujarati, because this is an election which is always related to the national mood and at the same time whatever the nation's citizens think of the current governance. And at this time, as you know, the Gujarat model is something which is being preached to the world, and at the same time it's an aura which in itself it carries almost and always different from rest part of the governance of the country, and giving it a private kind of an edge, like a company is in action leveraging all the state machinery in order to deliver to the people. So that has always given a different amount of taste to an election when you see a privatized kind of a setup which is getting run in order to deliver to the people. We'll try to discuss the brief points of the Gujarat, and that's how I'm loosening myself up. So let us start with the facts. The first fact that I want to bring to you is the Gujarat, which is having the total of close to 5 crore voters, in which there is an equitable distribution of the 50%, 2 plus something crores as males and 2 plus something crores as the females. There are close to 1,75,000 CRPF personals that are being deployed in order to run the elections in the smooth and cordial way. And at the same time, the first of its kind VVPAT machine being deployed in order to check the fever of those who contested against the results once the BJP was being declared winner in the last elections. Also, in addition to it, there are some startling facts, which is close to 957 candidates this time are in the soil, and 920 are the males and 57 are the females, and 443 candidates out of all this figure are independent. So this is something which is startling as far as the accidentally rise in the total number of independent candidates are concerned. And as you know, the elections are fought on the agendas, and agendas are nothing but the problems of the people, the day-to-day the issues that they face. But this time it has become a mudsling fest because of the reason of the polarization factor that came into the picture. Now, how this polarization came and why it came is something that we'll discuss. First of all, the Congress leader Rahul Gandhi came into the pitch and he started discussing about that I am a Janeudari Hindu, and with that Janeudari Hindu comment started the fact of the polarization, which was mainly aimed towards consolidating all the Brahmin votes and making it towards a result. Now, there is also a contradictory part of the I am a Janeudari Hindu comment, wherein while visiting the Somnath temple, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, the leader of the opposition, goes to the temple and says and marks himself in the register there as a non-Hindu, because that register is mainly meant for those people who are having a non-Hindu faith. So from one side you sign a register in outside a temple where you declare yourself as a non-Hindu, and from other side you say I am a Janeudari Hindu, which is almost oxymoronic to each other. So that is something that happened. And then in order to counter that came a comment in the rally by the Mr. Rahul Gandhi ji that in his kitchen you will always find the thefla and the dokla. By that he was trying to project to the people that in his heart and in his personality always there is a Gujarati essence that always stays, and he is an ideal candidate for the people to vote. And BJP has simply splundered the property and the wealth of Gujarat. While as the BJP is giving a counter claim that we are a party which has stayed more than 2 decades, which automatically vets our governance by the people, that whatever we have said, we have delivered, and whatever we'll keep saying in the future, we'll keep delivering. So this is some counter exchange that is going on, and which should happen on the agendas of development. But certainly it became a Hindu versus non-Hindu, and then Raj Babbar also coming into the fray and saying that Amit Shah is a Jain and he is not a Hindu, and Rahul Gandhi visiting 27 temples in the Gujarat, which is definitely good in order to seek the blessings of the Lord. But one should do it after the elections also and before the elections, so that the faith becomes more strong, and not only because of election, during the elections, because of which the Congress party, the opposition, says that Congress is nothing but a Chunavi Hindu. So this is a term which is being coined in the recent elections, Chunavi Hindu, quite amazing and quite humorous. But this is something that is right now going on as far as the exchange between the opposition and the current governance in the state of Gujarat is concerned. As we discuss the pain factors in the state of Gujarat, then the mainly that is first point is farming community, wherein a certain section of the farmers have a belief that their needs and their wills have not been met as being said, and leveraging this jumps the Congress, saying that BJP has simply favored the industrialists and attacked the poor farmers because they are more vulnerable, the sections of the society which can be easily fooled. They have projected their claim that waters of the Narmada are being diverted to the industries and not to the irrigation and not to the farmers, just because BJP wants to favor the industrialists. This is the Soot Boot Sarkar and not the poor farmers Sarkar. While as BJP has asked for the clear-cut explanation from the Congress party to come clean on whatever it has been said, so that a detailed amount of inquiry of when it has happened and where it has happened could be ascertained, and an inquiry and investigation could be launched. After that, there is nothing more that has come as far as that issue is concerned. But another pain issue that is right now into the picture is the Patedar Andolan, out of which came a leader. As you know, any Andolan gives a new leader. Like the Anna Hazare's Andolan gave a leader called as Arvind Kejriwal. Similarly, this Andolan gave a picture and a leader called as Hardik Patel, who was recently in the news for his sex CDs, and who is being saying to the BJP that like they make the sex CD of him, which is his private life, they should also make the CDs of their own governance and show it to the people that what they have done. And also seen in the debate some time back that Congress saying that in one part of the Gujarat, एक जगह पे there is बिजली 1.5 घंटे के लिए नहीं आती. For 1.5 hours, the electricity does not come. And while you see that issues are less, there is nothing to be discussed about, and the governance is in the complete picture and people are happy with whatever is being told and delivered to them. They are brought up to this level that they are discussing that now in one particular place 1.5 hours electricity is not being delivered, while as if you match it to any other state in India, the facts are startling. In some parts of UP, before some 3 to 4, 1.5 year back, before the new government came into the picture, after that, when the central government now has declared the complete India electrified, as far as the electrifying scheme of the government was being concerned, there was some part in India wherein there was just 1.5 hour of electricity that was being delivered to the people. Now that is startling, that from one region, in one region you have only 1.5 hour electricity being delivered, and in one region you have just 1.5 hour electricity cut. So that is a startling fact when you compare Gujarat to the rest part of the states. Obviously right now there are many states which are now competing with the model of Gujarat, like the Chhattisgarh model or the Madhya Pradesh model, which has surpassed the growth of the Gujarat, because economically Gujarat has already attained close to a saturation level in terms of the governing structure and in terms of delivering on terms of all the fronts and whatever could be done as far as the current land mass is concerned over there. So that is something over there which is right now in the fray and going on in terms of a lot of heated exchange between the Congress party. Well, the Congress is also accusing BJP of doing the BSNL scam, this scam, and being with Hawala operators, where some pictures they were showcasing and wagging before the anchor and saying that BJP leaders have been found with the Hawala operators. Now how much that is true and how much that is false is something that we do not know, and we will not like to comment on it, because we do not have any fact in the public domain. That was simply a sweeping comment that was being given, and let's leave it to that. Apart from that, there is only one section out of Patedar community, which is this Hardik Patel factor. In order to leverage and level it up, BJP has placed its heavyweight Nitin Patel in the Patedar community, who is vouching to the people that he commands more than 80% of Patedar voters, and whatsoever people see in the rallies of Hardik Patel is just 20%, so we do not need to be worried about it. Now how much of that 80% of the vote of the Patedar will consolidate is something that we like to see on the December 18, and that will prove that who is right and who is false. Apart from that, the business community who had got a hit because of the GST had a say, as I was hearing some interviews on the YouTube and then hearing some interviews on the news channels and reading some print media, They will say, and the consolidated opinion as I could fructify for you in a plain way is that they were saying कि हम बीजेपी से नरेंद्र मोदी जी से नाराज तो ज़रूर हैं लेकिन हम गद्दार नहीं. So that automatically means that where it will consolidate and how it will consolidate something that we like to see. So whosoever wins in this sphere, in which from one side you have a constituency which is 6, 7 to 8 square kilometers, while as in one you have just 4 square kilometers. A constituency called as Karanj is somewhere around 6, 7 to 8 square kilometers in Gujarat, while as there is one constituency, I don't remember the name, but it's just 4 square kilometers. They're automatically projecting how much of diversity is there in terms of the current state of Gujarat only, and also in our country when we discuss the beauty of it in terms of the diversity. Ekta mein anekta, as we say, so automatically that gets projected over here. Now, who wins these elections, whether this will be this side BJP or whether that will be that side Congress, is something that we love to see on the December 18. But right now, whosoever wins, the BJP wins or Congress wins, at the end of the day, it's the will of the people that wins. And that is what the essence of the democracy is. And that is what democracy is meant for. It's just by the people, of the people, and for the people. And it should maintain that essence always, because that is the core smell of the democracy and the bedrock of it. With that, I sign up the today's episode. I think you would have liked it. In case you like, don't forget to press the like button. If you want to subscribe more, please don't forget to press the subscribe button. With that, I take a wrap up from you. Good evening, Shabak Khair, and Jai Hind.